Hello everyone, PallyTime here with UGN.TV. This is the beginning of a brand new series where I try to make Dark Souls easy for all the new players out there. Every time there's a new sale on Steam for Dark Souls, tons and tons and tons of new players join the game. I get people messaging me all the time that they started playing Dark Souls because I started making videos. You know, things like that. There's always new people coming in to play Dark Souls. And with the sequel announced and in development and presumably coming out relatively soon, what better time than now to get more people into Dark Souls? Make it easier for people to get into Dark Souls. So I'm going to make a new character right now, and along my journey through the game, I'm going to try to educate you guys as to making your experience in Dark Souls all the easier. Now, please remember that your starting class is just a means to an end. It in no way defines your character. You can play as a pyromancer and never use your pyromancy spells. You can play as a warrior and end up using sorceries. It does not matter. It does not matter. One thing I definitely recommend for everyone to do, though, is to pick up the Master Key. The Master Key is incredibly important, and moving on from this point, I'm going to assume everyone following these guides has the Master Key. Alright guys, so we are at the starting bonfire right now. You're going to have roughly the same number of souls that I have. And you want to go ahead and sit down. The first thing that I recommend most people level up is their vitality. Having more health in this game is one of the most useful things you can do while you're learning the game. And again, these videos are all going to be geared towards those people that are just learning the game. On the wall behind you is going to be a stack of humanities. You want to take a few of those. Well, you want to take all of those as well. And the point of this video is going to show you guys how to reinforce your Estus flasks without killing any bosses. So the first thing you want to do is leave the fire and follow my path. We are going to make our way up to an elevator that you're going to be able to use later in the game, but we can't use it quite yet. You want to drop down into this hole, make your way through this small tunnel, and directly in front of you is going to be a chest. Open the chest, and there is going to be 6 homeward bones. You're going to want to be using these. Now, there's 3 other chests here, all with items in them. One has like a mace and a talisman, if you wanted to do like a faith kind of build. One has cracked red eye orbs, if you want to get into some PvP. And the other one is a PvP focused item as well. After you grab the homeward bones, you want to, again, do the path that I just did, preferably running because skeletons are going to spawn. Make your way back to the bonfire and rest. Every time you rest at the bonfire, all of the enemies that you were fighting get reset, aside from enemies that do not respawn. So just keep that in mind as you're playing. Next, you want to make your way down the staircase I just did, down this second staircase. I know I'm moving a little bit fast, but that's the beauty about videos, right? You can pause them and go back and do all that kind of stuff. We're on a schedule here. And eventually make your way down to this elevator. While you're going down, you want to open your inventory and unequip these humanities. You want to make it so you can quickly access your homeward bones, but still have your Estus flasks equipped. After you get to the bottom of the elevator, make your way down the set of stairs and turn to the left. There's going to be a small opening in the new Londo Ruins. And don't worry about these guys, they aren't going to bother you. Unless you damage them in some way. But don't damage them and you won't have any problems. Alright. You're going to make your way across this rickety-ass bridge. I know it's a little sketchy. And you're going to eventually make your way across that bridge. There's an item just above my character's head here. That is what we are going towards. That is a Firekeeper Soul. Firekeeper Souls are what you use to reinforce your Estus flasks. And as I said, I'm going to be showing you how to get 2 of those without fighting any bosses. So it's going to give you an advantage when you're going into these encounters. Now you want to walk across this sketchy-ass path, grab the Firekeeper Soul, and immediately use a homeward bone. You don't want to fight those ghosts. Trust me, you have to be quick. But if you're not quick, all you do is die. You just lose a few souls. I would have lost 28 souls there. That's no big deal. That's no big deal at all. Now, if you're going for efficiency, you could have stepped on the elevator again to make it come back up to the top. That way you wouldn't have to go back down here, because we are going to take the same route. That way you wouldn't have to go back down here and pull the lever again and just kind of wait and sit around. You could have avoided this by simply bringing the elevator back up as you left. Now, I am going to say right out front that this is probably the most sketchy way to do this, but you'll find out here that I am all about efficiency, and this is by far the most efficient way to do this, so we're going to do it this way. This is a beginner's guide, but this will also be a little bit of a reality check as to what you're getting yourself into playing Dark Souls. You can be prepared, but there's a certain level of execution that goes into these things as well. So instead of going to the left, we're going to go to the right. When you get to the bottom of the elevator and make your way up the second set of stairs, you're going to use the master key to open this gate, and you are going to be in the Valley of the Drakes. Make your way across that other rickety-ass bridge and into the Valley of the Drakes, a little bit deeper into the Valley of the Drakes. Now, as I said, this is going to be a little sketchy. You just have to have faith in your abilities as a gamer. And if you don't have faith in your abilities, repetition is the key to success. So you want to run by this dragon. Don't touch him. He's not dead. He's sleeping. And if you disturb him in any way, he will wake up and more than likely eat your face. Now there's going to be 2 enemies in front of you along this path. The important thing is as you approach them, you want to have a full stamina bar and be ready to run. It's very, 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 very important that you run. You can see he's turning to me now, and I'm going to be running to the right. See? See, we're all up in Sketchy Town right now, and I'm going to, again, get some stamina back as we progress up to this next one, and again, run to the right. You're going to run up this hill, and to the left into this archway. There's going to be another elevator for you here. Stand on the centerpiece in the elevator, and you're going to be taken up to the top. Now, if you've made it this far, congratulations. You're almost done with the hard part, all right? You're almost done with the hard part. As I said, this is kind of sketchy, and this probably shouldn't be in a new player guide, but hey, welcome to the motherfucking PallyTime channel. I have expectations for my viewers here. Go ahead and rest at this bonfire. It actually makes this next part a lot easier, a lot less risk involved, because resting at a bonfire is like having a checkpoint in another video game. You'll come back at that bonfire if you die. So the enemy you're going to be fighting is right on the other side of this wall. He is a Black Knight, and he is very scary, and he has a lance, and he knows how to use it. So what I would recommend is get used to your backstabs in this area. What do I mean by backstabs? Well, there's an area on the center of this guy's back where if you time your attack properly and you're in the correct position, you will do a... Well, he's in a very bad spot. Come with me, Dark Knight. Come with me, Black Knight. If you line it up properly, he'll kind of stop moving. You'll go into this almost a little bit of a cutscene attack. And of course, he's not letting me do it. There we go. This is a backstab. Basically, it's a way to get free damage in, and then you can position yourself for another backstab and get more free damage in. And then you can position yourself for another backstab and get more free damage in. You get where I'm going with this. This is good practice. You can also try to parry this guy. He's using a lance, though, so lances are difficult, man. Lances are difficult to parry. I don't know if I would encourage that for new players. But I'm just going to go in here, take a drink, take a swig of that Estus, and then go back on my killing spree. Go back on my backstabbing killing spree. And again, I know this might be hard. I do understand that this is a new player guide, and I'm over here encouraging you guys to fight a black fucking knight. I understand that, okay? But the bonfire's right there, and this will be good practice. You can also knock this guy off the side. Let me try to show you how to do that. So what you do is you get close to the edge, you make him do something like that, and then you would come up behind him. Let me try to reposition him again. Get close to the edge. He'll make a move at me. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Where are you going? Oh! You guys didn't see that. You guys didn't see that at all. You didn't see that at all. I totally would never do that. In a tutorial, no, I make no mistakes. I am the perfect gamer. All right, get our souls back. So we want to position him. Come here, buddy. Why are you leaving again? You've already proven you have no reason to run from me. You want to position him so if you land a backstab, he will fall off the edge. If he would give me a second to breathe, I'd be able to demonstrate this. So you backstab him in an area like this, then when he stands up, he'll turn around, and you try to knock him off with it. I don't know if that's exactly going to be close enough, but yeah, it was. So that's the basic idea behind making him kill himself. And I actually got a really rare item for doing that, so that was pretty lucky. While you're down here, go ahead and pick up the Grass Crest Shield. Its physical protection is meh, it's okay. But it gives you stamina regen, which is a really rare thing to find in this game. And it's a really good stat to have in this game. So as you're leaving that bonfire, you just want to make your way up the ramp, and then you're basically going to take every left that there is until you come to a building. Alright, you want to stop on your way up and kill this lizard. I know, it's a little out of place seeing the lizards, isn't it? It's like you just were fighting a super intimidating knight, and now there's a sparkly lizard at the top. Well, kill the lizard. He has all kinds of goodies. I got a Twinkling Titanite and a Titanite Shard from him, and those are used to upgrade armor and upgrade weapons later on. Okay, we are at the top. We're going to be making another left, but on this left there's going to be a scary plant. Just two-hand your weapon and attack these guys. He'll get staggered every time you hit him because they have no poise whatsoever. And just keep hitting him. Really, that's the only strategy to that. Keep staggering him. You want to make sure you loot them. Those plants are actually a good source of the moss in this game. The moss is a good way of removing various status effects. Now, as you go into this building, you want to make sure that you have full stamina because you're going to be running. This is a scary demon thing that you're not going to be fighting. You don't need to fight him for any wave right now. You perfectly can if you feel like dying. Again, this guide is aimed towards new players, so I'm just assuming most new players would die there. I die there all the time. You don't have to feel bad about it. Make sure you don't kill him. That's Andre. He's a pretty blacksmith. You'll be good friends with him by the end of this game. And make your way up to this bonfire. Again, you're going to be resting at this bonfire. Again, bonfires are checkpoints. Checkpoints are good. I got some souls on the way over here, so I'm just going to keep increasing my vitality. Keep increasing that survivability. It's a good thing to have. You should enjoy that. You should enjoy that extra survivability. It's good. Alright, making our way up here. Okay, here are your two options. You could run by this next area like a boss, which I actually encourage you to do because, number one, it's exciting. And number two, it's by far the most effective way to go through this. Or you could clear these guys out like I'm doing right now. This is the, quote, I wouldn't even call it the safer way. I would say this is the intended way to do it. I don't even kill these people in one backstab. My damage is really good right now. I am going to remove some clothing because I want to make sure I have this fast roll. You want to make sure you have a fast roll going in here. A lot of people have the misconception that in this game, armor is going to save you. In most cases, armor slows you down. You want to have fast rolls. Mobility is so good in this game. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Walk in this building just long enough to get that guy to notice you. Once he comes over to get a better look, run the fuck away because you don't want to fight him in confined quarters. You want to fight him in this area over here. Just two-hand your weapon because we're going to be rolling around him. Wait for his attack animation and roll out of the way. Wait for his attack animation and roll out of the way. Again, this might be hard, but you just rested at a bonfire like 3 feet away. Don't be afraid to take risks. That's how you get better at games. He doesn't hit that hard, as I've just proven. Okay, he hits kind of hard. And he hits through stairs. Motherfucker doesn't care about stairs. If you don't pressure him enough, he will use Estus Flasks. He's just a knight like you. He's trying to survive in this damn world. But here we go. Every few hits, you'll stagger him, especially if you're using the two-hand version of your weapon. And there we go. He dies. You may get some items out of him, but more than likely, you're just going to get a Titanite Shard. And then you want to run by the area that he was defending and grab the Firekeeper Soul. With that soul, you want to then go to the far side of the room, to the right, and stand on this platform. This platform will descend, and you'll be like, hey, where am I going? You're going down to the Firelink Shrine, the first bonfire that we started this video at. We went on quite a journey together today. And all of this was for the sole purpose of getting your Estus Flask to +2. So early on in the game, you would have the advantage of being able to heal to full health when bosses hit you. Man, this is a good guide. This is a good guide. This is going to help some noobs out. I feel good about this. Alright, so what do you do with your Estus Flask? Well, first, rest at the bonfire. Don't get ahead of yourself. If you can level up, I would do it. Put some points in vitality. Get that health up. Health is important. Okay, so here we go. We're going to make our way down the stairs. And there's going to be a pretty little lady behind some bars. Now, that might be a little weird for some of you. And she can't talk. Let me throw that in on top of that. That might be a little weird for some of you, but you're going to try to strike up a conversation anyway. She does not respond. She does not respond. Hey, girl. Hey, girl, you want to reinforce these Estus Flasks? She's going to be like, yeah, I'll do that for you. And then you want to do it again because you got 2 of those Firekeeper souls. Now, some people are going to say, Pallytime, why didn't you go down to Blighttown? We had easy access to Blighttown. Why didn't you go down there? Because if you go down to Blighttown and get that Firekeeper soul, it makes that Knight Leotrek guy or whatever his name is all really pissy and shit goes bad. And new players do not want to have to deal with that right away because you can't reinforce your Estus Flask then. But okay, guys, that is it from me. I'm going to start doing these guides more. We're going to cover all the bosses and what the bosses do and how to beat the bosses, and then other things that I deem necessary for you guys to be knowledgeable on. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment down below as well. And if you're new to this channel, you better hit that subscribe button. Alright? You better hit it. You better hit it. Alright, I'm getting out of here. Thank you all for watching. Okay, bye.